Hello, let me talk about feedback and assessment for learning, two concepts that are very much linked. Let me explain something that happens in real life. If I have guests or if I'm going to prepare a dish for my family or my friends, before serving that dish, I go to the market, I buy the ingredients, I read the recipe, I start cooking the recipe, I asked my friend, who is a good cook, how to prepare it much better. I also start cooking it and taste it. And if I think that the dish needs more salt, I put it more salt. I taste it again. I add something that I think is going to make it more delicious. And then I may even ask my friend to taste it and tell me whether it's okay or not. Notice that what I'm doing is I am improving what I'm doing. And this is not cheating. This is what we do in real life. Every single thing we do in real life. When we do something, we try to do our best. The thing is that when I take this dish and I serve it, I cannot go back to the kitchen. It's there. So my friends are going to say, yummy, or they are going to say, not bad. But that's it. That's the end. They have given a qualification. Notice that what I'm talking is evaluation, assessment for learning, and assessment of learning. In the assessment for learning, there is no mark, there is no judgment. It's just hints, it's just feedback. In the assessment of learning, there is a qualification, there is a mark. Delicious, not very good, excellent, not bad, good, 5. That's a qualification. So this is exactly what we have to bear in mind. In the class, traditionally, we set the task and we collect the task. So nothing else happens. Imagine that you could do exactly the same, but between the task, the setting the task and collecting it, we give students feedback. We have different benchmarks, specific times when we stop and we look back, and we give them ideas, specific, concrete suggestions to improve what they are doing. Of course, the final mark would be much better. The final task would be much better. And of course, the mark also better, higher, right? So this is exactly what we should do. Neus and Martí talks about 3 different ways of helping our students improve their learning, which is the important thing when we deal with assessment for learning. Identify objectives, not just telling them, but also the student has to identify these objectives, right? They have to visualize, they have to understand what they are learning. They also have to anticipate and to plan the actions to achieve this objective, as we do when we prepare a dish, for example. And finally, they have to identify when this is going to be excellent, when this is going to be well done. And this is something that we can do using different instruments. This is an example of a 1-point rubric. And as you can see, here they are given specific information about the task, the expectations of the tasks, and notice that you have some room for improvement, both in both ways. You can also give students some hints, some cues, in order to provide kind, specific, and helpful feedback to their mates, and they can help each other, which is also something that is going to help them a lot. Or you can have different kinds of instruments. I just set 2 examples here, TAG or Friends Ladder. These are just 2 examples. But the important thing is that we help them in this learning process, which is going to make them better learners. Thank you.